So hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and as usual here's another video. And now today I decided to make the video that you guys have been asking. Many of you have been asking the documents that you submit to the KCC after submitting DS260, how long you will have to wait so that you can receive the email. And I've always said you will have to wait for around 2 months to 4 months. But for this year I am not sure, but we have to wait. Just wait, it will come. Have faith, it will come. So once it comes, I decided to make a video using my personal email that I received on my year, that is last year 2020, DV 2020. I have used my email as a sample of what you should expect and the documents that will be requested, and I have explained way through the whole email. So please watch it from the start to the end, and if you still don't understand, drop the question on the comment section and I will still respond to you. So this is the video of a live record of my email. It's a sample of my email, and now I try to explain to my my best level on how you should expect, and that's all. So thank you and keep subscribing. Thank you for the support, and now enjoy the video. Try learn something from it. So here is the email, and as you can see, this is my personal email. By this I mean this is the email that I received for my case, and this is the email that was requesting me to submit documents. So for you guys, we agreed this email will come in a period of 2 to 4 months. It's not after you submit you submit the DS260. It does not come just like in a week's time. No, it takes time, maybe roughly 2 to 4 months around there, and for that time, according to your case number, it will depend. So this is the format, or this is a sample of what you are likely to get. So for me, it was a single case, and this is what I got. So to start with, you can see, okay, the upper part, the hidden part is just the name and the case number and the date. So the important part, it starts by congratulations, you are on your selection for the DV 2020. That was mine. So for you guys, it will be 2021 diversity visa program. We are good up to that. So the next is please read this email carefully. Follow the instruction listed in order to have your application processed as quickly as possible. So you should review the list of required documents for processing below and send those to KCC to review as part of your application package. Along with completing the DS260, listen now, the key part, and is very underlined here. You will only be scheduled for an interview at an overseas consular post after you have completed your DS260 and submitted all only required for your case and your visa rank number has become current. I hope that one is clear. You will only be scheduled for an interview once you submit your DS260 done. Then submit the all required documents, and you can see it states well, all in bold, all the required documents. And again, when your case number becomes current, I talked about the visa bulletin. The video is already available, so that is a keynote to note on that. So all the documents should be submitted as attached to your email to ensure they are properly received. So the document should be attached with your email. Okay, we ask that you use the following method to name and attach your file. You see, it's very clear. They are giving you direction and even the format. So what you should start with is your DV case number. Of course, that is the you are identified with your case number. Then full name of the the full name of the applicant whose document you scanned. So there were some questions for some people asking if you have your beneficiary, whether the name you will put is for the applicant or the beneficiary. So the answer is just here, the full name of the applicant whose document you scanned. So if you have a beneficiary, the name should be the beneficiary, not the applicant. I hope that one is clear. And also the document name or form number. That is the document. If it is a passport, write the passport. And you see, they give you even an example. For example, 2020 region AF. Then the zeros, you have also to include them. Then the number itself. Then you see the name of the name of the applicant, or the name of the person whose document is being submitted, and also no, yeah, the name and also the name of the document. So it's case number, then the name. So if you are the applicant, you have to put the case number, then forward. If he is a beneficiary, the name of the beneficiary, then which document is that? It's the passport, is the birth certificate, is the marriage certificate, all that. So the format is very simple, as you can see there. Another sample for the birth certificate, 2020 AF, whatever, case number there, then the name, then followed by the birth certificate, and it should be in PDF. They have provided everything about it. So use your case number as the subject of the email. So when you are sending that email, on the subject of the email, it should be your case number. The maximum email size is 30 MBs. If the total size of your attached is larger than 30 MBs, send multiple emails using the same case number as the subject of each email. Please send your document for KCC review only after you have corrected all documents required for yourself and all accompanying family members. Send the documents only to the KCC DV documents at state.gov. That is the email to use. That is the email address. Documents photographed or scanned with a mobile phone are acceptable, but every document must be fully readable. Illegible or incomplete document must be resubmitted, and it will delay the processing of your case. Let me explain about this. About the if in case you have a family, you have a lot of documents to submit. Before you submit all of them, actually you can submit all of them in one email, but if the size of the email goes past the 30 MBs, please make them into 2 emails or even 3. There's no problem with that, so long as each email, the subject is the case number of the applicant. So I hope up to that we are clear. So you can see if it's more than that, you can make multiple emails, and at the same time you have to review only. You see, please send all your documents to KCC review only after you have corrected all the required documents. So don't send half documents. For those who will be maybe yet to get the passport, or for the children or all that, please wait. But at the same time, you will see you will be delaying your chance to be scheduled on an interview on an early month. But it better be late than being on a hurry and then maybe end up being denied. So, and we talked about the photograph. Nowadays there are applications on the phone that can scan a document. They are acceptable, but make sure the documents are readable. It's clear up to that point. So all the documents not in English or in the official language of the country in which the application for the visa is being made must be accompanied by certified translations. The translation must include a statement signed by the translator that states that the translation is accurate and the translation is competent to translate. Yeah, this is another factor. All the documents not in English. If your documents are maybe in Arabic, Chinese, whichever language they are, they must be translated, and you are not the one who is to translate that. You have to they have to be translated maybe by a firm that works on that category, and also you see they have to provide some signed statement about that state that they are accurately translated, and also that explain that the person who did the translation is already competent with that and certified. So important note: do not mail any document to KCC or do not mail any document to KCC. Any document sent to KCC will not be processed and will be destroyed. You don't have to mail the email. The mailing services by postal or something. No, it's only through email. So don't send like hard copies to KCC. It's just the email. I hope up to that we agree. So from there we go ahead now, and now we can focus on the required documents. This was my email. So let's see what happened. So required documents, as you can see here, required documents. So from here we are going to be reading on the required documents. So you and each family member immigrating with you. So anyone who is immigrating with you to the United States should correct the civil documents that required to support you and your visa application. That is very simple. If you have some beneficiaries, your partner and all that, every one of you must submit civil documents that are required. Now we are going to focus on the documents that are required. So the first one is a passport biography page. You and each family member immigrating with you must submit a copy of a biographic data page of a currently valid passport. The biography page data is the page with your photography, name, and the date of birth and all that. So every member who is traveling with you must produce or must have that information. That is, you have to scan every member's or every person's passport biography page, and it's explained very well. The page is that one that with your photo, your names, and all that. The second thing is the birth certificate. Every family member immigrating with you must submit a scan on an original birth certificate or certified copy. So the birth certificate is mandatory. If you are married, you must submit a scan of your original marriage certificate or certified copy. So everything that you have and you had, you must submit original. So you scan and submit. Then if you are divorced, something like that, again you have to do the same. Again, on the marriage termination document, if you are previously married, you must submit a scanned evidence of the termination of every prior marriage, that is the previous marriages, if you have several you have ever had. Your scanned evidence must be of an original or certified copy of one of the following documents: final legal divorce decree, death certificate, or annulment papers. By this it means that it's either in three ways. If you know the divorce letter, or if your partner died, you have to produce the death certificate. The other thing is about the military record. If you have ever served a military record or of any country, you must submit a scanned copy of your military record. This is for people who have maybe served as a military in their countries or in any other countries. Then we come to the broad topic, and this one is very important and you have to pay attention on this. It's the issue of the police certificate. This one is very important, and it carries a lot of information in it, and you have to be careful about it. So police certificate, listen, the key factor is if you are 16 years of age or older, you must submit a scanned copy of a police certificate from all countries you have ever lived in using the below criteria. So even from the age of 16, wherever you are, if you have ever gone to another country, you will need that police clearance certificate, but under these conditions. So the basic factor is 16 years and above. So the first factor, if you are 16 years old or older, then and you lived in a country of nationality for more than 6 months at any time of your life. By this it means if you had traveled to another country of which you had like a permanent residence or something like that, and you stayed there over 6 months, then submit a police certificate for your country of nationality. That country you were. It's very simple. If you follow these rules, it's very simple and very clear. It's not confusing. Again, the next factor, if you are 16 years old or older, then and you have lived in your country of current residence, in quotes, if are different from nationality for more than 6 months. You might have traveled to another country, maybe for visit visa or any other type of visa, but you went and extended all that, or you stayed over 6 months, more than 6 months. I hope you are clear up to that. You lived in your country of, where you are, and you have lived for more than 6 months. Again, then submit police clearance certificate for your country of current residence. The other one, if you have ever lived in another country for 12 months or more, and you were 16 years or older at the time you lived there. I hope that one is clear. If you have ever lived in another country for more than 12 months or more, that is 1 year plus, and you are already 16 years or older at that time you lived there, then again they will need the certificate from that country you lived by then. I hope after that you are clear. Then the other thing is, if you were arrested for any reason, regardless of how long you lived in that city or country, and no matter what age you are, now this one does not apply whether it's 2 years, 4 years, 10 years, so long as you have ever been married, ever been arrested, you have to submit the police certificate from the city or country where you are arrested. It's as simple as that. The other one comes about the police clearance certificate. There are 3 options or categories. So all of them applies to above 16 years, where you have lived, country of nationality, current country where you are, and also if you have ever traveled to another country for more than a year. So let's go to the last or the second last document, the court record. If you have ever been convicted for a crime, provide a certified copy of each court record or any prison record. This is people who have ever been attended, had been convicted for maybe a crime or something. If you have never been, so that one does not concern you. Even also you have been in prison, you need the prison record. So let's go to the last document. Correct and submit all documents. Okay, this is like conclusion. Correct and submit your documents promptly. That means accordingly or timely. Okay, your case will not be scheduled for a visa interview at the US Embassy or Consulate until KCC has received and processed all required documents and the DS260. Missing or ineligible document will delay processing of your case. If you cannot obtain, now listen to this one. This is the thing I've been saying to many of you, and some people are confusing about it. If you cannot obtain a particular document, send an explanation of why you cannot obtain the document as an attachment in this format, JPEG or PDF format. This one is the email address where you should email your attachment, your explanation to capitals KCC DV documents at state.gov. Now that is clear for those who, you may, especially for the police clearance certificate, you might have traveled many countries, but you cannot go back to all those countries correcting for the police clearance certificate. Now here is your option. If you can't, please write to them an attachment, your case number and everything, and this is the email where to attach or to send the explanation with your case number as the subject as usual. Diversity visa, okay, that is it. With the case number, send on your explanation. Then conclusion: diversity visas are numerically limited and there is no guarantee a visa will be available. Only a consular officer can determine at the time of your visa interview if you are qualified to receive a diversity visa. If you have questions about document submission, you may contact KCC at that, kccdv.state.gov. The KCC telephone is provided there, even the working time. So you are reminded that even if you feel all this, you are not guaranteed to get a US visa. This is because there's the final person to determine that, and that is the consular officer, the guy who will interview you. He has the mandate to, conclude or whether you are qualified or not. So that is all about the documents you people have been asking, and now I decided to make it on a video so you can see the documents that are required. They are not that much, and finally you can see these are just the conclusion of the website information, but the documents themselves are just, I think they are more or less than 10. One, passport biography page. Of course, you have your passport. Birth certificate. This is, some countries, some people don't have birth certificate. Please, this is the time to go correct the birth certificate. Marriage certificate. Even if you are married for several years back, but you don't have certificate, please have the certificate now. Now on the explanation there, you can explain your issue about the customary marriage or wait at the interview stage. There's no problem. Marriage termination, the divorce, even the death certificate applies. Police clearance certificate, we have talked about it. Court record, and that's all. So guys, I hope this video gets you well, and I hope I explained something or I have done something to make you understand on what to expect. And remember, you only wait for you to be requested for the documents, and the documents, please, it's not coming like today. Wait like 2 to 4 months. I will keep saying that until it is, you understand it. So you don't have to worry, wait and it will come. Also, the best thing is now to be prepared. Prepare for the documents as I have shown you. This was my email. I did the submission, and after like 6 weeks they confirmed to me back. Actually, you have to submit the documents and wait again around 6 weeks. They will confirm whether they are correct or not, so that you can proceed or resend again. So with that being said, thank you for watching this video, and let's keep supporting. Subscribe, share with your friends who have won the DV lottery and everything, so that they can prepare in advance. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video. I'll be making more videos on a daily basis. So thank you, and see you in our next video.